Hey, welcome back to Brighter Rays this week. Our study is called What Does He Consider? We're talking about what does Satan consider as he is attacking his prey. So there's many battlefronts that we can choose from, and we're going to go through some of them this week. And today's we're going to look at is our sinful weaknesses. So we begin with the sinful weakness. We all have sins that we struggle with. We struggle to throw them off. They're called besetting or entangling sins. There are those that, for one reason or another, seem just to stick to us. Some of them we're able to conquer, but others are a lifelong battle. The enemy looks for those things to exploit them in us. This is where the imagery that Peter uses of the lion is perfect. We've all seen the nature shows. There's a herd of wildebeests or gazelles is mulling around, and on the outskirts out there, just in view, sit the lions. It seems as if they're indifferent toward the herd, as they're just sitting idly by, yawning and just looking around. But what are they really doing? They're sizing up each potential target, looking for the weaknesses. The lions get up and start walking. Maybe they roar a few times to get the herd start walking themselves. Which potential target is walking with a limp? Where are the young that are not as fast as the more mature? Then the lions make their move, and the herd scatters, and the weaknesses of the animals are exposed. The lions strike, and the prey is taken due to its weakness. We know from Job's story that Satan's attack against him was not caused by Job's sin, but the contrary, his righteousness. In all the trials, Job does not accuse God of evil or curse him. Yet, does Job come out of the ordeal unscathed? Job is a repentant man, but only those that sin need to repent. Job is a normal person and is not without sin, though he is a follower of God and does not let his sin go unrepented. He confesses, "If I am guilty, woe to me." Satan finds in Job his weakness, the desire to know why. He asks the question several times, and God begins his rebuke with, "Who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? I will question you, and you will make it known to me." So we must guard our weaknesses. This reminds me of the scene in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. The people flee to a place called Helms Deep because it's this amazing fortress that has withstood every attack forever. Surrounded by cliffs and has a wall that no enemy has been able to infiltrate. As the enemy attacks, they fall on the wall like waves on the shore. Each time they're repelled. But the enemy finds one small weakness in the wall and exploits it. Something that was never used before. But at the right time, the enemy was able to use it and gain entry. We need to be on guard against the enemy. We need to be mindful of those weak points in our wall. Where are you prone to sin? What is your little indulgence? Where do you fail all the time? That is where the enemy will target and exploit it to your detriment. So that's one of the schemes of the devil. We know for certain that he uses that. It's an easy place. Sometimes it's just a small little crack in your defense, but that's all he needs to force it open and cause you to fall into sin. So we need to be on guard at all times, thinking of the ways and parts of our defense that could be exploited. Where are we weak? We need to know our weaknesses. It is only to our detriment if we pretend that we don't have any, and it's also to our detriment if we don't try to shore up those weaknesses, because we know they're going to be exploited. So next time we'll take a look at our personality or state of mind and how that is also a battlefront that we're waging war on.